Thank you so much. And sometimes, Ivan, the more we focus on ourselves, we become self-centered. Like you said,
Mhm.
somehow the ego takes over and we get too much identified with it. And sometimes self-love turns into being selfish. So, what do you say
Mm.
about that?
Um, and selfishness seems to be part of current um, expression of the spirit in this world. It is something we have chosen to live and to experience and to realize that it's not really pleasant or serving. Um, so, as if we look at it like that, we will also relax into it. Oh, I've been selfish. It's okay. If I am aware and if I see the consequences will teach me not to be selfish because the consequences might be difficult, might be loss of friends, might be loss of health. So when you realize what are the consequences of whatever action you are taking, they will be your guru. They will teach you everything. You don't need to read books. Just observe your life and observe the consequences of your choices and your decisions. And it will become obvious what you need to continue living and what you need to stop. And this is how I do it with myself. In my book, I think the first message of the book is the only thing that life expects of you is to live the consequences of your choices. Um, and because when you do live them, you learn quickly. You will not remain stupid for a long time. But avoiding consequences, running away, hiding, wanting others to take the burden for you will never make you learn anything. You will always remain in this circle, vicious circle of Maya and making mistakes. Um, so to come back to your question, if I remember it now, what was your question? Remind me.
Self-love might turn into being
Oh,
self-biased and
selfish.
self-centered.
So this is something to to grow from. Selfishness that is self-centered on an individual being will have consequences that are heavy to live. It will have illnesses, it will have losses, it will have relationships that are difficult or lack of relationships. And one will be forced by life itself to start expanding this self-centeredness to include other beings. And if you don't want to be forced by life, which is usually uncomfortable, you can choose to consciously start refocusing, participating with people in activities, finding a cause worthy of living, finding a cause where you can dedicate yourself, being with animals, being with plants, gardening, um, being with the sick people. This will produce great level of humility and care. And there is many things that one can consciously do before forces them to do it. Um, and then it will still be selfishness because as your sense of self expands, you will realize that there is nobody else but you. So you are always selfish in your expressions. There is no other.